Sean McVay has already cemented himself as one of the best coaches in NFL history, leading the Rams to 2 Super Bowls, winning one of them, and consistently having one of the most dominant offenses in the NFL year in and year out. But to truly understand Sean McVay's genius, we have to go back to November 19th, 2018, when the Rams took on the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football. The Rams won this game 54-51, with both offenses looking completely unstoppable. I mean, Jared Goff threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns, outdueling Patrick Mahomes on primetime. But this game was more than just an offensive masterclass. It was the night where everyone finally understood that this new young coach was one of the best offensive minds in NFL history. You see, up to this point, defenses primarily ran base personnel, meaning there were typically 4 defensive backs on the field with a combination of a 3-4 or 4-3 defensive front, unless it was an obvious passing down. And Sean McVay exploited this running primarily 11 personnel, featuring heavy play action and hitting in cuts on top of the linebackers to take advantage of teams that wanted to keep big bodies on the field to stop the run. But this sparked a change in defenses across the NFL, as defensive coordinators realized that they had to do something to stop Sean McVay and other offensive minds from continuing to manipulate them like McVay had throughout the 2018 season. And they had the perfect game plan to do it, because Vic Fangio and Bill Belichick had already put together the game plan that could completely neutralize Sean McVay's offense. And there is nothing like Bill Belichick being the one to hold you to 3 points on the NFL's biggest stage, the Super Bowl, to show the rest of the league how to do it. So, how did teams start to play Sean McVay's offense? 2 high safeties. Defenses learned that they had to get skinnier, causing them to begin to not only opt to have more defensive backs on the field running more nickel and dime sets than ever before, but they also realized they had to start each play with 2 safeties back on nearly every play to limit explosives and mix up coverages post-snap. And that brings us to today, where Sean McVay has once again begun to spark a new offensive revolution, doing what seems like a complete 180 to the rest of the NFL, who has seemingly copied his offensive approach over the last decade. Since defenses have begun to shift to lighter boxes and skinnier personnel packages, Sean McVay has completely shifted from using primarily 11 personnel in mid-zone to a more traditional offense featuring heavy 13 personnel usage and a lot of heavy play action under center. But it's obviously worked, considering the Rams just put together one of the most dominant offensive seasons in NFL history. So, I want to dive into the film and see how Sean McVay completely revolutionized offenses yet again, and show you what you can expect from not only the Rams, but every good offense in the NFL next season. Let's dive into the film. Before we can talk about how Sean McVay utilizes 13 personnel, we first must discuss what is 13 personnel. Well, 13 personnel implies that there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, and 1 wide receiver on the field at all times, because there's 5 eligible players on offense. That first number tells you the number of running backs, that second number tells you the number of tight ends, and then you ultimately just add whatever other number you need to get to 5 to figure out how many wide receivers there are. So, Sean McVay utilizes 13 personnel to get bigger bodies on the field so that he can run the football and give the defense the threat of being able to run the football, so that they have to match his body so that he can ultimately throw the football on them. And that's what we're going to be discussing in this video, is how exactly Sean McVay has set up his offense to use 13 personnel to dominate the rest of the NFL, and see why I think more than just the Rams are going to be rocking 13 personnel this season, but it's going to take the NFL by storm in 2026. So what exactly about 13 personnel is so difficult on a defense when it comes to stopping the run? Well, there's a couple different things, but mainly what we want to look at here is going to be the width of the field that we force defenses to have to maintain gap responsibility with. What do I mean by that? Well, here we're going to start off by saying we instantly have a 4-man surface pre-snap. And what does that tell us? We have 4 guys on the line to one side. It's going to be the right side of the offensive line to the field side right here, which is going to make it really easy for us to base block this 7 technique on the outside right here. We are going to be able to instantly climb up to the second level to the mic with our right guard. Our tight end, who's not in the frame right here, is going to climb up to 21, the nickel defender right here. And then we're going to be able to combo block Calais Campbell. We're going to kind of rib check right here, and then double team the mic, reach block him with our right guard right here. The center is going to instantly be able to climb up to the second level after rib checking this 2-eye right here. And then our left guard also has the reach block, and then our left tackle is able to just kick out 10 and watch Kyron Williams go untouched here all the way up to the 3rd level, just because of the amount of guys we have to one side of the center, right? We have a 4-man surface, and that makes things really difficult on the Cardinals defense right here. Next up, Seahawks, best defense in the NFL against the run, and we're going to knock out an explosive right here for a couple different reasons, but primarily the same thing. What we're able to do with our surface. We're going to motion Davis back into the backfield right here, and when we do that, we get to this I-form set right here. We have a 3-man surface to the left, so they are saying that the strength of this formation, a strong side run would go to the left, right? And then we're going to bring our tight end here, Ferguson, and we're also going to bring him to the left on an insert block, right? Except what that allows us to do is run a weak side run, but we forced all of Seattle's defenders to believe that we're going to the left right here. So how do we end up blocking this up? We kick out DeMarcus Lawrence right here. Our fullback climbs up and kicks out Nicky Manwari. We combo block Byron Murphy all the way up to Ernest Jones right here. And then we combo block the 3 technique right here back up to Thomas. And once again, you see the huge lane that we're going to be creating and how difficult this is on a defense to handle us overloading one side and then running weak right here. And we get all the way up to the 3rd level once again. And we like our odds with a running back on a safety when he's already established all of his momentum. Same thing as the Cardinals right here too, right? We once again have a 4-man surface and we're going to easily be able to just combo up to the 2nd level. They over pursue because they've been hit by this already. And when we do, they don't maintain that gap responsibility. And we have a huge cutback lane right here as Kyron Williams. We're going to be able to break this for an explosive, get a touchdown right here, just handing the ball off on mid zone right here. Here, we motion in Davis, get a 4-man surface to the right side. And once again, when we do that, no one's able to touch us until we get all the way up to the 3rd level. And that's a heck of a tackle right there. But there's more than just that. We're also able to play action out of 13 personnel. And that's what we're going to look at in a second. But the Rams self-scouted here and saw that they were often booting inside the 5-yard line once they lost Devontae Adams and could no longer run goal line fades and slants with him. So they put Puka Nacua in the backfield right here, make it seem like they're booting out to the left. Everyone flows that way, and we take an easy run right up the middle for a walk-in touchdown inside the 5-yard line. But defenses know it's good against the run. So right here, we're going to have a 3rd and 2, and the 49ers are really committed to stopping the run right here. So what are we going to do as the Rams? We're going to run play action right here, and what that's going to do is that's going to cause the Mike to bite down hard, and when he does this, 84 comes wide open for an easy walk-in touchdown. And watch what happens right here. 84's job is actually going to be to take out the D lineman on a combo block right here and then release. And that's as soon as 48 triggers right here because he believes it's a run play after this. And like I said, 84 Parkinson walks into the end zone. Here we're going to have 4th and 1 against the Jaguars, obviously up 27 in this game. So Jaguars feel like maybe we're going to run out the clock here, trying to just pick up a 1st down. You see they load up right here. They have a 6-man front. So they're obviously in this penny front trying to stop us. So we're going to once again go hard play action. You see everybody's going to take 2 steps forward, believing that we are running outside zone here. Then they think it's a boot, but it's not a naked boot. It's just a boot, or we're changing the launch point, coming back in, and 18 is coming wide open one-on-one against a safety. And this is just brilliant play call right here. Great job self-scouting and understanding what the Jaguars believe you're going to do in this 4th and short situation. Right here, we're going to see how we can also generate explosives with 13 personnel. We're going to be running a sail concept right here. So you see, you run the jet motion right here. We're going to send him on a go. We're going to take our tight end and run him on this sail route. And then we're going to get the running back to the flat right here. And watch how this comes wide open because we have a D end playing the curl flat and a linebacker playing the hook because they had to match 13 personnel with heavy bodies on the field. And we just come wide open right here. This is a brilliant play call, and it picks up a huge game. Right here, same thing as the 49ers. Going to have that jet type motion, except this time with the tight end, he's going to fake like he's blocking right here, get this linebacker to slow down his feet for a second or two, and then he has a guy guarding him who has absolutely no business guarding anyone downfield because he was expecting run, right? Once again, here you see we run this jet motion, get him across the formation, and we're just running this out and up right here, and he has no shot guarding us down the field. Next up, we want to see how 13 personnel and heavy play action can ultimately allow us to high-low linebackers in play action and get easy completions to our big-time players. Here we're going to motion 87 across the formation right here. Davis, when we do that, Matthew Stafford's making a check call because he's realizing we got zone coverage. Hard play action, linebackers step up, and we're window shopping with Puka Nacua. Got to play on time here as the quarterback. But once again, you see just this huge void right here with 55 getting out late. And we're going to take advantage of that every single time with Matthew Stafford. Here, we're running this insert motion right here from 87. Looks like he's coming down to block. And he's going to release right past him right there. And what that's going to ultimately do is make this linebacker panic, try to get out here late. He's reading Stafford's eyes. Stafford's going to look him off, and that's going to create a huge window up the middle right here for Matthew Stafford to take advantage of it. Watch. Eyes make him go this way. He's reacting to this block and release on this corner right here, and that's going to leave a huge window for Matthew Stafford to hit Devontae Adams right there. Next up, once again, going insert motion right here. Fake like we're blocking down on him on this insert. Going to release right past him on a crosser, and that comes wide open once again underneath the safety on top of the linebackers. You just see what we're able to do when we go hard play action right here. We can create explosives. We can trick defenses on 3rd and 4th and short. And it really just allows us to not be one-dimensional as an offense, but to make everything look exactly the same until it's not. And that's what allows you to be a really good offense in the NFL. And here you're going to see it also allows us, my bad, this footage is really, really choppy right here, but it allows us to get one-on-ones to our best receiver, right? Puka Nacua right here. They're playing one high because they have to respect the run, and he's going to play in the middle of the field. Then we're going to go this out and up and take a huge shot to Puka. And then we want to talk about the boot game, right? It's what the Rams probably do the most out of 13 personnel. And you see here, we're just generating huge explosive gains because they're committing hard, playing this mid zone to the left, and then we're just booting out, releasing off of our block, and huge explosives. Right here in the tight red zone, like we talked about earlier, it's something they do a lot, but here we're just going to block and release, get wide open right here with our tight end. That's Higbee right there, just getting wide open. Okay, right here, lines. We talked about it earlier, how they overcommitted in that tight red zone goal line area because of things like this, right? We're booting all game long against them. Everything's flowing this way. They fall for the run, and then we just hit them right behind them. But we did them really, really dirty the play after this in this goal line type area that you're going to see once again, and that's why they committed so hard on the next one. Okay, right here, once again, booting. Everyone flows down this way, and then we come wide open for an easy touchdown. So obviously that next one that we looked at earlier in the video, they're going to commit really, really hard to the boot game, and we're going to end up picking up a wide open touchdown, just handing the football off. So I hope after this video you see how Sean McVay's kind of revolutionized his offense once again, going from heavy 11 personnel sets to more 13 personnel, hard play action under center, making the defense think he's running the football, generating explosives, getting easy completions out to the flats, high-lowing defenders in the flats, and just ultimately making it really, really easy for them to look like they're doing one thing, but ultimately do a variety of different things with just super small changes. So thanks for watching. Let me know down below what you think, and see ya.